Coming up on this edition of Shelby This Week, Fire Station number 4 is on the move. The township broke ground on the property, and when the township expects the completion and how it will better serve the area with its new location. And Shelby Township honored the veterans with its annual ceremony. And 22 people were joined by family and friends as they officially became United States citizens. We have all this and much more coming up on Shelby This Week. Fire Station number 4 is moving. Previously announced back in August, the official groundbreaking ceremony made the new station a reality. Stacy Santatera has more on the move and the benefits the new location will provide for residents.
3, 2, 1.
And so it begins. Township officials came out recently to break ground on the relocation of Fire Station number 4, located at the corner of 25 Mile and Shaner Road. Fire Station number 4 is currently located south of 23 Mile Road on Shaner. This move, 2 miles to the north, is all about optimal coverage.
Well, right now, the station is too far south.
Relocating Fire Station 4 up here to 25 in Shaner actually puts us in a more of a balanced response plan. We will now have 4 stations, one on basically the 4 corners of the township, with Station 1 being more or less in the middle, 23 Mile between Mount and Van Dyke. So that gives us a balanced response to the residents, which is, the 24/7 customers that we have that live here day in and day out. That's where we want to be the closest, so we have the quickest response time to get there.
And looking at the township's master plan, it has been clear for a long time that the response plan for the fire department must change as township development occurs.
It's actually been thought about many, many years ago, but we got really serious about it about 3 or 4 years ago, but especially after Fire Station number 5 got built.
Now with the SAD, in works for sections 1 and 2 up here in this area, we'll see developments within the next 2 years that a lot of homes and other development will be starting up here. We
wanted to move this fire station only after we had Fire Station number 5, knowing full well we couldn't do this until we had Fire Station number 5. So that's when we really got serious.
And now, because the time is right, the new Fire Station 4 will be built at the northwest corner of 25 and Shaner, with the driveway to the building facing 25 Mile Road.
And with this station being relocated now, obviously we're gonna have a big cost savings because we're building it exactly like the other station. We've already got the plans and everything's done. The same building code, so there are no changes have to really be made to it, and we'll be ready for the next 50 years.
And also we will have built 2 brand new fire stations in 2 years when this is finished. So we've got a lot done, and as I said, like everything we do, it's all paid in cash. There will be no negative tax impact. Taxes will not be raised as a result of this. Taxes will not be raised anyway, as far as our taxes are concerned, our millage.
We will keep you up to date on the construction of the new Fire Station 4, which will be completed sometime in 2018. For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Santatera.
Shelby Township honored everyone who've served in the armed forces. Arthur Schenk has more from a special Veterans Day ceremony.
The Shelby Township Veterans Day ceremony was held this past Sunday, and due to inclement weather, the ceremony was held indoors at the Shelby Township boardroom. But that didn't deter those in attendance from paying tribute to American veterans.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming.
Lord, we praise those and reverence those who, because of that flag, those stars and stripes for which it stands, have stood their ground time and time again.
This year's event welcomed special guest speaker, Macomb County Treasurer Lawrence Rocca, who served in Vietnam while in the U.S. Navy.
Anymore, because they are giving all their tomorrows for our todays. I'm proud to be an American and even more proud to be a Vietnam veteran. Thank you very much. Where's my hat? Thank you.
Despite the rain, those who gathered for the veteran ceremony stayed upbeat in their celebration of those who served in our military, which showed that there are many who still respect the sacrifice those in the military have made. And as Old Glory waved proudly outside, thoughts and prayers went out to those currently serving. Hoping for the best for all America's veterans this Veterans Day, I'm Arthur Schink for Shelby This Week.
You can catch more of the ceremony on Shelby TV. The 5th annual Veterans Run brought out many people from the community to support the Veterans Memorial in Shelby Township. Runners and walkers of all ages spent Sunday morning running with heroes.
Oh, say, can you see?
To your mark. Good luck, everybody. Have a great 5K.
It was really special. It was nice to come out and honor the people who have done so much to keep us safe and free. And it's beautiful weather and great exercise.
I think it's very important always, even at, once you're out of the active duty service, to support the service personnel that are still in and to support the ones that are no longer with us.
The veteran point of view is important to me, that I'm proud to be an American and a veteran. And even more so, I'm proud to run in this race with my grandson, who's 60 years younger than me.
I like to support the veterans and appreciate what they've done for us.
Everything from today goes for the memorial behind me. We have 3 events there every year now, and we have to buy wreaths, programs, and get those going. And any maintenance costs that we incur throughout the year goes, the race helps that with a hill.
To some, immigrants living the American dream is something they literally dream of every day. Nick Buckler tells us how 22 of them turned their dream into a reality.
It's pretty cool to hear 22 people say the United States of America is where they want to live, but one county official rose to the top years before even becoming a citizen. Jaco Van Blurk has worked for Macomb County for 14 years, but up until this year, he wasn't a U.S. citizen.
July 27th of this year is when I became a citizen, and it is a really awesome experience. I don't think people realize what you go through to get to that point where you actually get that nod to say that now you can become a citizen of the United States. So it's a long journey, sometimes very difficult journey, and like I said earlier, it is. It's different for everybody.
Now Van Blurk is the Chief Information Officer for the county, showing you don't have to be a citizen to climb the ranks if you're qualified. And last week, he shared his story with the 22 newest citizens of the United States who were happy to make the American dream a reality.
Today I'm so happy because I'm becoming to U.S. citizens.
I feel great. I feel it's so awesome. It's really, you feel that happiness and you feel you are now an American. It's so beautiful.
Van Blurk will continue his routine as CIO for the county, but the others are just excited to start over as Americans. For Shelby This Week, I'm Nick Buckler.
State Representative Peter Lucido is inviting all residents to coffee and conversations with Pete. If you have questions about local government issues and concerns about what's going on in Lansing, this event is for you. The conversation will begin at 6:30 on Monday, November 13th at the Shelby Township Senior Center. If you can't make it to this one, there will be another one on December 11th in Shelby Township, also on the same day in Washington Township. If you have any questions, you can contact Lucido's office at 888-642-4737 or email Peter Lucido at house.mi.gov. Coming up, your Eisenhower Eagles went head-to-head with Rochester Adams in Game 2 of the playoffs. We have your football highlights. And the township invites you to get into the holiday spirit. A competition among your neighbors and fellow residents will give your house the perfect holiday glow this season. All of this and much more still ahead on Shelby This Week.
Congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now.
Well, have you tried saving?
Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
After Eisenhower defeated Utica in last week's playoff game, they moved on to Game 2 against Rochester Adams. We have your playoff Game 2 highlights.
District Finals, Eisenhower taking on Rochester Adams. Early on, a defensive battle. Nobody could get anything going. Caleb Oyster with a nice run here, but they'd be punting back and forth for most of the first half. Jack Morris under pressure. Slips through the line. For Eisenhower, first down. Rochester Adams the first to get something going. Zach Solon back to pass to Ben Lucci. And he's pushed out of bounds. Adams trying to get something going on the ground. Stevie Roncelli later on. A big play for Adams. Zach Solon back to pass. Looking and complete to Chase Kroll with a circus catch. The Eisenhower defense wouldn't let up with this sack by Alex Schmidt. Zach Solden getting pressured out of the pocket, and he's off to the races. Finally being pushed out of bounds at the 9 of Eisenhower. Their drive would stall out and ending in a 21-yard field goal by Ben Patton and some miscues on the offensive side of the ball. Jack Morris rolling right, throws and picked off by Chase Coretta. Jack Morris being tackled by a host of Highlanders, and Adams would take over. Zach Solon puts the ball on the ground and recovered by Eisenhower. And they would make them pay. Jack Morris looking for Caleb Oyster down to the 6, setting up this field goal with 5:55 left in the third quarter to tie it up at 3 apiece. But the Highlanders would answer back. After being hurried in the pocket, Zach Solon down to the 15-yard line of Eisenhower. Later on, Zach Solden. Bubble screen to Vincent Gray. Looks like he's tackled for a short game, but spins out of it. And off to the races. Back-to-back plays as Zach Solden. Connects with Steven Roncelli. Down to the 25 of Eisenhower. Zach Solden rolling right. Too much Eisenhower pressure. Gets hit, but stumbles forward, setting up this 4th down. Ben Patton hits this 35-yard field goal to put them up 6-3. Jack Morris looking for someone. Looks like he's sacked, but no, his knee doesn't hit the ground. Finally pushed out at the 48. Jack Morris quarterback draw, getting some tough yards for the Eagles. And Caleb Oyster running through some arm tackles here. But Eisenhower will give it right back to Rochester Adams with this botched handoff. But the Eagles' stout defense will give them a 4 and out. Jack Morris throws a bomb to Caleb Oyster. And it's a touchdown. And that will propel the Eisenhower Eagles on to the next round. They win 10-6. They'll face West Bloomfield.
A popular fairy tale story will come alive at Utica High School. After months of preparation, the cast is ready to take the stage next weekend. Our Robert Gambrell attended one of the rehearsals and talked with the members of the production.
Utica High School has put on so many productions, but the play, The Sleeping Beauty of Laurelyn, will be different from the Disney version of Sleeping Beauty.
You with a smile that will never undo. This is a very special thing, you know, for your happiness will be unmistakable
I was really shocked. I was so happy when I found out I got the part to be accepted into like the Utica family.
Sophomore Aiden Huey is very excited about participating in her first major role at Utica High School as Beauty.
About a curse that was set on a baby because of a fairy not being invited to a party. So, and then it follows her parents trying to not let the curse happen, and it's about like her trying to get married to this man, but she falls asleep for 100 years and she wakes up and has to marry another man.
Senior Dylan Berg explains his role as the prince.
He's kind of naive. He's looking for love, you know. He's mesmerized by this girl that he's never met. So he's been reading about this girl for a long time, and he's going to do whatever it takes just to reach her and find her.
Drama teacher and producer Joe Kaczmarzik give you some more information on what this play is about.
It is based on the original fairy tale, meaning that there is no Aurora, there's no Maleficent. It's basically a girl named Beauty, that's her name, and she's cursed by a moonlight or dark fairy to prick her finger when she turns at least 15, and then the whole castle will fall asleep.
The cast and crew are very confident that everyone that comes out will enjoy the show.
I'm so excited. I think everyone's really going to love the show when they come out and see it.
I think that people will be very pleased with the set design. We're going to have lots of columns for multiple entrances. We have a high-rise for Moonlight Fairy. I think that's going to be very cool. And it's just a great story altogether.
Well, I think that it's very family-friendly. You could bring any age to see it. I think little people will enjoy it. I think older people will enjoy it. It's colorful. It has a lot of fun moments in it. It's very entertaining.
If you are not doing anything from November 16th through the 18th, come on down to Utica High School and see this wonderful play. I know I will. I'm Robert Gambrell, Shelby This Week.
To experience the fairy tale for yourself, you can purchase tickets online at showtix4u.com. They will also be available in person at the box office 1 hour before the start of the show. One Shelby Township elected official is seeking a new position. Shelby Township trustee Doug Wozniak announced his bid to replace State Representative Peter Lucido. Lucido, who's served as the state representative for the 36th district for 3 years, has decided not to seek re-election. Wozniak is in his third term as a Shelby Township trustee. He also has his own law practice representing seniors with estate planning and real estate services. If elected, one of the Wozniak's agenda items will be the voice in Lansing for senior citizens and the issues they are most concerned about. If you're interested in finding out more information about Doug Wozniak, visit votewozniak.com. Peter Lucido is currently running for state senate. While Christmas is still over a month away, the Shelby Township Parks and Recreation Department is inviting residents to join in on the festivities. Decorate your home in your best Christmas display. Residents will be competing for the honor of having the most beautiful light display. The competition will split the township in 2 sections, east of Van Dyke and west of Van Dyke, and a prize will be given to the best house in each section. Registration is open until December 6th. To register, you can call the Parks and Recreation Department at 586-731-0300 or visit them online at shelbytwp.org/parks. Winners will be notified by December 20th. Happy decorating. With the holidays coming up, eating healthy and clean might be a challenge for some. Courtney Bennett will show us one Shelby Township restaurant that strives to make people feel better with what they're eating for lunch and dinner.
If you're tired of the same old food options for lunch and dinner, well, here at this Macomb County restaurant, they take a look at eating clean and eating a more plant-based diet. We're here at Clean Plate checking out all the different food options they have to offer.
The Clean Plate is a fantastic, small, quick service restaurant. We pride ourselves in excellent service. Even though we are a really small establishment, we really strive for excellence when it comes to the way that we respect our customers, communicate with them, and also try to educate them about what we're doing. Out here in Macomb County, it's traditionally a lot of auto workers, kind of hardcore meat and potatoes. My family lives out here, so I'm familiar with the area. And so when we designed the menu, it was what I like to call kind of recognizable transitional vegetarian foods. So, you know, we feature items like a sloppy Joe. We have barbecue sandwiches. We have an amazing sandwich. It's called the ABLT, and it's basically our version of a BLT with avocado. We make bacon out of shiitake mushroom. It's amazing. So we really just try to have recognizable comfort food so that people are willing to give it a try.
Along with comfort foods, the Clean Plate offers sandwiches, soups, and salads. And something Amber is very excited for this year, her restaurant will be selling Thanksgiving meals.
It's a full meal, and it's large enough to have a sit-down meal, and then you're going to have enough to eat leftovers later in the day. It's a lentil loaf, which, you know, similar, obviously you don't have meat, so you can't do a meatloaf, but it's a lentil loaf with sweet potato, onion, celery, carrot, lots of savory spices. That is served with a serving of mashed potatoes, a really good savory mushroom gravy. We actually have a grain-free stuffing because we do have some customers that are paleo or just avoid grains. So our stuffing is going to have a pecan and cauliflower base. It's delicious. That's also coming with 2 vegetable sides, green beans and almonds, balsamic carrots, and then it's also coming with our very popular vegan raw pumpkin cheesecake.
With a great variety of different food options, both vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free, Clean Plate is a great place to try with the whole family. And we can't wait to try our meals. Reporting for Shelby This Week, I'm Courtney Bennett.
If you're interested in purchasing the Thanksgiving meals, you can visit Clean Plate, the number 4, and the letter U.com. Coming up next, Menchie's Frozen Yogurt is looking for smiling faces. If you're looking for a job, this might be something you want to hear. And the term for what we call a Michigan resident has been decided by lawmakers in Lansing. We'll tell you what they want everyone from Michigan to refer to themselves and others by.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
What do you call yourself as a resident of Michigan? A Michigander or Michiganian? If you prefer one or the other or can't decide between the two, don't worry, because an official title came from Lansing. Lawmakers have passed a bill calling all people in Michigan Michiganders. The bill passed unanimously in both the House and the Senate. It says the Historical Commission will encourage the public to preserve historic resources and develop a sense of identity as a Michigander. The bill was attached to the Michigan Historical Markers Act. Menchie's Frozen Yogurt is now hiring. The shop located in the Vitale Plaza on Van Dyke is looking for both full-time and part-time employees. According to their website, they are looking for energetic individuals, and the only skills they require from applicants is a smile on your face and a positive attitude. To apply, visit their website at menchies.com/frozenyogurtcareers. And that's it for us here at Shelby This Week. Check us out all the time on our Facebook page. Just search Shelby TV. We'll leave you now with more scenes from our annual Veterans Day ceremony. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.
And with that, I'd like to call up Tracy Murray once again. For God Bless America, all rise, please.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. my home, sweet home.
Thank you very much. And thank the audience too. You sounded great out there singing. Thank you.